Hi, I'm Mike Snitzis, and I've been a longtime affiliate with FSPA, and I'm here with my dear friend, Sue Graff, who I've known for many, many years. And we're here to talk about WINN, What I Need Now. We are in the second year of our FSPA ministry grant in support of WINN. And Sue is here to talk a little bit about WINN and how it's developed, its background and history, and why it's become such an important part of our homeless outreach in the community.
Thanks, Mike. WIN stands for What I Need Now, and it was started to meet an immediate need when COVID first happened in March of 2020. The shelters went on lockdown, everything in the city was closed, and there were many people left outside. It was still cold out here in La Crosse, and so a friend of mine named Brian and I loaded up my car, the trunk of my 2018 Fusion, with some much needed things: bottled water, ready to eat food, and hand warmers, gloves primarily. And we started going around seeking out the unsheltered because they were literally locked out of everywhere. Even the library was closed for a brief time. We did this thinking it was a temporary thing. COVID will blow over and things will reopen, community meals will happen again, shelters will accept new residents again, but that didn't happen for a long time. We also began to search for a new place similar to the Franciscan Hospitality House, where many of our unsheltered and marginalized community members would gather daily for a snack, to do their laundry, store their belongings for the day, take a shower. And after a year of being unsuccessful to find a building to do that, it dawned on us that a mobile mission was a true need in our community. So we formed a 501c3 nonprofit called WINN, stands for What I Need Now. And we continued like we were, kind of flying under the radar, not really seeking funds, but when people would hear about what we were doing, they started to donate to our cause. We formed the nonprofit, and then we decided to fundraise for a cargo van because my Ford Fusion just wasn't cutting it anymore. The numbers of people outside were growing, their needs were growing. So we began to fundraise a little bit. The La Crosse Community Foundation, the FSPA, and several churches were instrumental in helping us to purchase a cargo van. We continue to this day going out about 7 days a week with rare exceptions, and we've expanded what we can offer people to include new socks, underwear, gently used, or new t-shirts, hoodies, basic clothing, some footwear when we run across people without adequate footwear. We also carry hygiene items, continue with the ready-to-eat foods and bottled water. We have reading glasses and feminine products. And I kind of joke with the folks that we serve sometime and tell them, if I don't have it, you really don't need it right now. Another important aspect of what WINN does is that we make referrals for people. We make referrals to shelter when that's available. Currently in La Crosse, only one shelter exists, Salvation Army. They are currently full. New Horizons, our women's shelter, is closed due to lack of staffing currently. The Winter Warming Center is closed. So there are several hundred people literally outside in our local parks, along the river, in the parking ramps, under the bridges. So every day we go out with our big yellow van that has our logo on it, and we're very recognizable, and we serve people with what they need and make referrals. That's where I was going with that. Not only for shelter, but for mental health treatment, dental health treatment, referrals for employment, and referrals to other local partner housing agencies. We know everybody by their first and last name. We build a trust relationship. We also collaborate with the city of La Crosse, the La Crosse Police Department, the public library, and local food resources like Wafer and Hunger Task Force. WINN has become an integral part of the whole network of safety net for our unsheltered population. Currently, I'm not going to say too much about this, but last summer there was a park along the river that was set aside for our unsheltered folks to be able to stay. And it was a nice centralized place for meals to be served and caseworkers to find people. And that park was closed, is closed now. And the local parks are currently serving as places for people to stay, but no tents or dwellings are allowed. So people are literally outside. We serve folks from age 18 to our oldest regular person that we serve is 86 years old. And all of the people that we serve have had some sort of trauma in their life that led to homelessness. Some of the folks we serve suffer from addiction, and we love and care for people exactly how they are, just like Jesus loves and cares for us, even when we're not doing what he might be pleased with. That's probably the most beautiful part of the ministry that we do, is that people know that they are loved and accepted for who they are, and they trust us. They count on us. They reach out through our website. They reach out through Facebook. They have my cell phone number. We also visit a few folks that are homeless and staying in the La Crosse County Jail temporarily and try to give them hope and encouragement. We've seen a lot of lives positively changed and it's been a joy to be a part of that journey for those folks. We've also sadly lost a large number of people that we serve to overdose and other medical issues this past year. I think year to date, we've lost almost 30 people. We help families through that by filling in gaps about positive stories about their loved ones. Sometimes people that are experiencing homelessness are estranged from their families. I think we also help with the loneliness and isolation that a lot of our unsheltered people feel. We often hear, "You guys are the only ones that really care about us," which is a sad thing to think, that stopping by with a van for a few minutes for a visit and meeting some real basic needs is, the only care that some folks get. So thank you for listening, and thank you. If you want to help us, we welcome your help. Our website information will be listed here, and I appreciate all of your help. Thank you.
Sue, could you also share about, if people want to volunteer with you, or if they want to make, I know they can go to the website, but if they want to, make a donation of items, like how we can get those things to you, and
Sure.
the groups that you work with.
Okay, sure. Item donation requests can come through our website. And because we operate out of a van and a storage unit to keep our overhead low, we're happy to pick donated items up. Acceptable donated items would be gently used and clean men and women's seasonal clothing. And of course, if someone wants to do a drive for supplies, I can work with each group. We work with a variety of churches and other civic groups, youth groups who have done collected needed items for us. Volunteer opportunities come along. occasionally we need help sorting items and taking tags off things, working behind the scenes. And when we're serving meals, then extra help is needed as well. And volunteers can contact us through our website too.
Thank you, Mike and Sue. I really appreciate you sharing this information with us.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity to share about WIN.
Yep.